All right, today we're diving into the world of metal fabrication, and we're looking at a company that's really making a name for itself in Anambra State, Nigeria. We're talking about Ugo Best Welding Service, a company that's all about strength, security, and yeah, even a bit of style. Let's get into it.
So let me ask you a question, especially if you own a home or a business. Are you just looking for a gate that closes? Or are you looking for something more? Something that not only secures your property, but actually looks good and is built to last for years and years?
Well, that's exactly where Ugo Best Welding Service comes in. They position themselves as the local solution that takes raw, tough metal and turns it into something that's not just strong, but is actually a piece of functional art.
Here's how we're going to break it all down today. First, we'll look at their reputation as Anambra's trusted craftsman. Then, we'll get into what the Ugo Best standard really means. After that, we'll check out their different solutions in steel, and we'll wrap up with their promise to you, the customer.
Okay, first up, Section 1. What does it actually take to become a trusted craftsman in a place like Anambra? Well, for Ugo Best Welding Service, it starts with being deeply local.
And this is so important. Think about it. Ugo Best Welding Service isn't some faceless national chain. They're on the ground, so they get the specific challenges of the local environment, the weather, the humidity, and of course, the security needs of the community. That's a huge advantage.
And that local knowledge feeds right into their mission. You see, for Ugo Best Welding Service, it's not just about welding pieces of metal together. The end goal is always about two things: making you safer and making your property more valuable. Everything they build is designed with that in mind.
So we know who they are, but how do they actually deliver on those promises of security and value? Well, that brings us to Section 2, the Ugo Best Standard.
So what is the Ugo Best Standard? It's basically their internal seal of quality. It's a promise built on three pillars: absolute precision in their work, unwavering safety in their designs, and incredible durability. Every single thing that leaves their workshop has to hit that mark.
And they don't just hope for the best, they've got a process for it. It's a four-step approach. It all starts with a very precise design. Then they use only high-quality steel. That's followed by certified professional workmanship. And finally, nothing gets delivered without a tough, rigorous inspection.
Let's dig into that a little more, because the materials and skills are everything. Ugo Best Welding Service specifically uses steel that can handle the local environmental stress so it won't rust or weaken prematurely. And their welders? They're pros, certified in different techniques so they can tackle literally any kind of project you throw at them.
Okay, we've talked about their standards, but what does that look like in the real world? Let's move on to Section 3 and check out the actual solutions in steel that Ugo Best Welding Service produces.
And they really do cover the whole spectrum. We're talking custom iron gates, both manual and automated, super heavy-duty security doors, those essential overhead water tank stands, and also the more detailed architectural stuff like handrails and burglar proofs. Plus, they'll come to you for maintenance and repairs.
Now, a major focus for Ugo Best Welding Service is security you can count on. Their specialty is creating custom gates and doors that are engineered from the ground up to resist being forced open. For any home or business owner, that kind of peace of mind is just invaluable.
But like I said, it's not all just about brute strength. They bring that same level of quality and attention to detail to everything they do. So the same engineering that makes a water tank stand rock solid also goes into making a balcony railing look elegant and clean. It proves that with Ugo Best Welding Service, you really don't have to choose between strong and beautiful.
So who's hiring them? Well, it's pretty much everybody. Their clients range from individual homeowners who need a new gate to larger commercial businesses and even major industrial projects. That kind of range just shows you that Ugo Best Welding Service has the skill and the capacity to scale up or down for any job.
All right, let's bring it all home with our final section, Your Project, Our Promise. This is really about the bottom line, what you get when you work with Ugo Best Welding Service.
So why choose Ugo Best Welding Service? Let's just lay it out. You get local craftsmanship, which means you get solutions that are actually designed for Anambra. You get precision and durability, which means you get security that lasts. They deliver on time, keeping your project moving, and it's all backed by the Ugo Best Standard, which is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind.
So if you're in Anambra State and you're thinking about your next metalwork project, here's how you can reach them. Ugo Best Welding Service is open for business Monday through Saturday, from 8 in the morning to 6 in the evening. And we'll leave you with this final thought. Go take a look at your own property. Your gates, your doors, your railings. Do they give you that feeling of total security and pride? Are they built to last? In other words, is your property built to the UGO Best standard? Something to think about.